From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. It's time for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about... All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the hill, Roger Clemens, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the history of baseball.
Yeah, Boogie's got some of the best strikeout stuff in the history of the game. Over 4,000 career strikeouts. We'll see how many he's got today.
Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Kiner-Falefa working through some struggles lately. And a pitch. Line drive, caught.
Man, he really turned on that one. Absolutely ripped it towards third, but quick cat-like reflexes down there at the hot corner to bring it down.
Ryan Reynolds here. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. 2 out, space is empty. And that is out of play. That to right. Soto sizing this one up. He's got it. And that is that. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No. Yeah. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And on the hill, Johan Oviedo.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor. And we'll watch how he works in this one.
Ellie De La Cruz in the box with one away. As he takes ball one. 1 out, base is empty. So 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
And a big swing and a miss.
2-1.
A sliding stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Bobby Abreu at the plate with 2. he swings through that one.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. Home run number 10 of the year. It's 1-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying with himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
So 2 down. Now it's the power speed combo. David Ortiz. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So the Dodgers strike first on the solo jack. Back here at Chavez Ravine. All set for the start of the inning. This is Joey Bart. There's the strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Oh, 0-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Headed towards the corner. Soto makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Tommy Pham.
The designated hitter, Tommy Pham.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Clemens. More than 300 wins in his career, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. And that one is lifted in the air. Ramirez. And there's 2 away. Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Missed with a changeup. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Comes a 2-2. And that just misses.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And there's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Morgan on to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Joe Mauer. This one smoked out to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Fought off foul.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
And a swing and a miss.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Manny Ramirez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Having a nice year in terms of runner takes off. Foul ball. Beltran off of first with 2 away. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it out of here, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
Here's Mookie Betts now. They had a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And that's strike 2. Swings and misses. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. But 2 come across to score in the inning. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now batting Ke'Bryan Hayes. That clips the zone. Strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto gets under it, and it's caught for the out.
Batting ninth, second baseman Liover
Peguero now at the plate. In there at the knees. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
In there. And so now 1-2.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And it stays fair. Here's O'Neal Cruz. That pitch clips the outside corner, and that's strike 1.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neill. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And O'Neal is struck out.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on.
Oh, and now a wild pitch. And now a man into scoring position.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that is that. So one left for Pittsburgh. Still down 3-0. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Joe Morgan. Oviedo back to work. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now the third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz. Swings through that one for strike one.
One strike.
In the dirt. Man at second. Line drive. Reynolds makes the grab, one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Ranging back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Now batting, the first baseman, David
So up next,
Ortiz.
David Ortiz. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Two outs.
One ball, two strike.
Good eye right there.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Joe Mauer. Out towards right center field. Sawinski sizes this one up. And that'll do it. Dodgers strand a couple, but they lead at 3-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Bart, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Just missed. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Over to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. Up next for the Pirates, Tommy Pham. And that one fouled off. Runner at second here, one gone. Cut on and lifted in the air. Soto makes the catch. And there's two away.
Now batting, right fielder, Jack Sawinski.
Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that drops in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. It's going to have.
Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. On now to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Pirates nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
Ground ball scooped up Key Brian Hayes. To first. One up, one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
So digging in, Carlos Beltran. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Next one misses. 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Out number 2. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. He's already homered in this game. Swung on, belted. Cruz going back on this one. Grabs it right up against the wall. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. And base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Hayes batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
You know, these Pirates just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches is been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Sends it to first.
Now
One away here in the fifth.
Liover Pagero.
Liover Pagero, the next to hit. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's now a two-run game.
Picks himself up an RBI.
Next,
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it. And that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Pagero, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Man at first, one away. Struck him out looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The Dodgers up by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Liner, base hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Reynolds in the box, lays off for ball 1. Fastball for a strike. That's in there. Now 1-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Mookie Betts. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Right side, hard hit. Triolo steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. So the lineup flips over, and up next for Los Angeles, Joe Morgan. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Morgan, a former Gold Glove winner, over 2,500 hits in his career, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. One hammered way back there into the bullpen and gone. His 11th of the year, and they add on. It's 4-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
And now Ellie De La Cruz. This one in the air. Hayes makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Bobby Abreu steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Not even close there. 1-0. Double-barreled action in the Bullpen, Carmen Majinski up and throwing. Ferguson getting cranked up as well. And the 1-0. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Tap foul at the plate. And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 4-1. 6th inning coming up on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets to it with a slide. Fires to first, and they get the out. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Tommy Pham. Line to left. And there's 2 away.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Sawinski stands in now and watches strike 1.
Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Sia strikes him out for the 2nd time today. So they go back down for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Caleb Ferguson. And they